It's time for Dodger Baseball.
What a catch by Mookie Betts. Another home run for Corey Seager. Another strikeout for Kershaw. A robbery of Tatis. Gone. What a snap.
This is what an ace looks like.
And tagged out is Riley, a double play.
Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
And welcome to the Dodgers Nation postgame show. I'm your host, Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. But welcome to the show. The Dodgers, they get the win. They beat the Nationals by a score of 3-0. They're now 8-2 on the year, best record in all of Major League Baseball. We have so much to get into on this one. But first, you know how we get down on the Dodgers Nation postgame show. Let me know where you represent Dodgers Nation from today. Give me those cities, zip codes, and area codes so I can give you guys a shout out down below in the comment section. But let's go Dodgers. What a performance today by Clayton Kershaw, who was absolutely, he did a fantastic job. Clayton Kershaw, 6 scoreless innings, no runs allowed. He was nails with runners on today. The National batters were 0 for 9 with runners on base today. Could not capitalize, and you saw the bite on that slider. He was very sharp today. And then how about Corey Knebel did a nice job. Blake trying high leverage stuff right there. And then the story right at the end, Kenley Jansen. What was that, Kenley Jansen? I will gladly take the L on Kenley Jansen. If you can pitch like that for the rest of the year, an outstanding showing for big California right there. He comes out and he straight shoves. He gets it done. 1 inning on just 8 pitches. We're going to break it all down, but the cutter, you saw the lateral movement on it. You saw the velo hit 94 on that cutter, 95 on that two-seamer. But we're going to break it all down like we always do. But first, like I said, let me know where you represent so I give you a shout-out. Give me all your fire Dodger takes down below in the comment section. But you guys are firing away. What did you guys think of Kenley Jansen's performance? Who do you have as the player of the game? But the Dodgers, they sweep the Washington Nationals 3-0 at home this year. But let's get into this comment section. You guys are lighting it up. Josh, let's go Doug. What up, Josh? We got pitching clinic today from Joshua Kethman over on Facebook. Kenley looked awesome. That's from Mike Hoffer over on Facebook. He definitely is. We have to show Kenley Jansen a lot of love. Mash that heart button. If you're watching on Twitter, be sure to retweet. If you're watching on Facebook, be sure to share the show. If you're watching on YouTube, mash that thumbs up button for big California because he got it done there late, and it was a great bounce-back performance. Yeah, guys like me saying it's Corey Knebel's season as Dodger closer. But look, that is what we get when we get a rested California that pitches mad. That was a mad pitching performance by Kenley today, and you love to see it. You just love to see it right there from Kenley going out there and getting it done. Blake Trinan was phenomenal as well. But, yeah, Kenley goes out there. He strikes out Garcia on 3 pitches. Really stayed behind that two-seamer, 95 miles per hour on the gun. Gets Garcia's swing for the first out. And then he was hitting 94 on that cutter. He strikes out Castro. You saw that movement right there. That was great, man. I had a flashback of 2016, 2017. Kenley Jansen, when he was striking out over 40% of the batters he faced. And then he gets, first pitch, he gets Hernandez to ground out to end the game. But here, what do you guys think of Kenley Jansen? Do you think this is something that's sustainable? Do you think that he still looks like the Dodgers closer? I think that he looks good when he's rested. And that's what I was saying the last show. You have to find a way to optimize Kenley Jansen, set him up for success. And they did that today. But Jansen changed his song. Maybe that did it. I like that. You heard, what was the song today? Was it different? It was the different little Tupac song, right? But let me know. D-Mac, happy Sunday, my dude. What up, Anthony Keene over on Facebook? Jansen still needs to ride the pine from JP. Denzel, I like that. You just come in with the hot takes. If you're coming in hot, you're going to get those flames right there. Joe Crib, McKinstry, 3. Yeah, Zach McKinstry is Zach McKilling it. You saw today. He carried the Dodgers today. Zach McKinstry, it was really his coming out party. Goes 2 for 3, has the double, has the home run there, and Zach McKinstry was just an absolute beast. And you saw there, bottom of the second inning, Max Muncy singles to right. Then Z-Mac, he gets ahead in the count 2-0. It was a great at-bat. Let's break down the sequence a little bit. He gets ahead in the count 2-0, then takes a changeup for a strike, then fouls off 2 straight pitches, takes a fastball low for ball 3 to load up the count against Max Scherzer out there grinding out there against Zach McKinstry. Then he cranks a curveball to deep center field that Robles lost in the sun. By the way, that lost in the sun. I think that was Tommy Lasorda up there. You know that the sun bleeds Dodger blue right there. He can't make the play, goes for a double. Max Muncy scores on the play, making it 1-0 Dodgers. We'll get to it, and then he hits a home run later in the game. He hits a home run there, Zach McKinstry, in the bottom of the 7th. So Chris Taylor, he singles to right. Then Z-Mac, he goes deep on Tanner Rainey, 385 feet, 106.2 miles per hour off the bat, gives the Dodgers a 3-0 lead. It was McKinstry's second home run of the season, but really the first home run that wasn't kind of weird. You remember that inside the Parker he had against the Colorado Rockies, and now he became the Dodgers team leader in RBIs, his 10th RBI of the season, passing Justin Turner. So that's first on the team. He's getting it done, but let's get back in this comment section right here. Denzel, who do you have as your player of the game? We'll read those off. Give me your player of the game down below in the comment section. We got Denzel saying, hey, we got Jansen still needs to ride the pine. Now, that was Jansen of old from Donald R. Brown over on Facebook. I hope he keeps that up. Zach was awesome, too. We got Jarek. It appears Jansen ate his Wheaties this morning. Go Blue. I like that, Jarek, over on Facebook. I'm feeling that. Let's go Dodgers from that. McKinstry had himself a day from Joshua over on Facebook. Robert, stress-free ninth. Nice job. Glad all the Nats swung at all those bad pitches. He would have walked every one of them. LOL. Look, I mean, the Dodgers' approach is very different than the Nationals' approach. Dodgers really are very disciplined at the plate. They have that great strike zone awareness. The numbers back that up. They don't chase outside the zone. They do that at the best of the in the league clip for the last 2 seasons. Not so much for the Nationals, who the Dodgers, they kept this potent offense to 0 today. They scored just enough runs to win, more than enough really, because they were won 3-0. But without Mookie Betts, without Cody Bellinger, to sweep a team like the Washington Nationals says a lot about the depth of this Dodger team, and they have the best record in baseball. This team is who we thought it was, 8-2 after 10 games. You gotta like what you saw. Could have easily be 10-0. Look, if Zach McKinstry had bat instead of Matt Beatty in the opener, I think he could have been the hero that day. And you saw what happened against the Oakland Athletics, where Kenley blows it late in that one. But hey, Doug from Joshua, what up? We got McKinstry. Miguel over on YouTube. Ryan, McKinstry is going to be a huge asset to this team. That's from Ryan Montez over on Facebook. Demon Child, what up, Demon Child? Always represent here. We're deep, LOL, and there's no bets in Bellinger. Yeah, like I was just saying, right? That speaks volumes for the depth of this team. Dave, great freaking game. KJ smoke it. He was just straight gas right there. You gotta love it from Kenley out there. And look, trust me, this guy. Hey man, I'm not saying he's the jump man burner guy on Twitter, but this guy is a guy that takes it personally, and he's a guy that I think that it works for him. I think if he channels it in the right way, you get, like Joe Davis said, it had a little stimulant from the fans in the stands. That adrenaline for Kenley Jansen at home, I think that I like what I saw, and I think that the Dodgers need to know how to utilize him. You have to get everything you can out of Kenley Jansen. Don't let him pitch on back-to-back days. Give him all the confidence in the world he needs to go out there and succeed. And if you have to poke at him a little bit, hey, if we have to motivate him on this show, then we'll do that, because he pitched a great game, had a great appearance today. We got the Dave. Yeah, give me your zip codes, guys. Give me those area codes. We got Dave Stoffer over on Facebook from the 93561. We got Mr. Gonzalez over on YouTube. What's up, Dougie Fresh? What's up, Mr. Gonzalez? How you doing, man? Thanks for representing here. Thanks for rocking with us here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. 5150 Rams fan. What up, 5150 Rams fan? Not celebrating something Kenley should do every day. When he can do this consistently, then maybe. Look, that's probably the rational take right there. Look, I always say, the post-game show, you're pretty much in the overreaction business, but 5150 Rams, you're right. He does have to prove that consistently, and a closer is supposed to do just that. But based on the inconsistencies that we've seen with Kenley Jansen over the past few seasons, it does feel good to see him go out there against this Nationals lineup And I think Blake Treinen really deserves more credit because that was towards the meat of that lineup, but it was definitely a nice bounce-back performance by Kenley Jansen. But we got Mike Hoffer from the Hattiesburg, Mississippi. We got Kathy from the 661, Joshua from the 307, Wyoming. We got Robert from Virginia Beach, 757, home of Chris Taylor. I like that. Yeah, he's a Cavalier, I believe, right? A Virginia Cavalier, CT3. I mean, he smoked that one last night. He murdered a baseball last night at Chavez Ravine, making plays in center field. Nice that when you see a guy, without Bellinger and Betts in the lineup, you see just how talented and how important Chris Taylor is to this team. He really showed out last night, and Chris Taylor is just so important to this team's success. But we got Love Mookie and Belly, but what we get in W without. Hope they will play soon. Exactly. About Inglewood, always up to no good from Denise over on Facebook. We got Tommy, Rocky Hill, Connecticut, the 06067. You gave me the whole thing. I pretty much can send you a letter now, man. You gave me all your info. I like it. Michelle Carter, hopefully we can find a team to eat Mookie's contract. I don't see how he gets his job back any soon. McKinstry is running away with his job. Kidding. You threw me off right there, Michelle Carter. You got to get a with that. Mookie, only one who's going to be eating Mookie's contract is the Mookie Monster himself, and that'll be with the Los Angeles Dodgers, $365 million across 12 seasons. But Richard, love Mookie and Belly. We got Dodgers flew back to 2017 and brought back that version of Kenley Jansen. Look, I mean, he was phenomenal. We're talking about a guy that started that season, 51 strikeouts and 0 walks. We're talking about a guy that's had a two-time NL reliever of the year, 3-time All-Star. Kenley Jansen was unhittable at his absolute peak, and you saw he did channel that today. The movement, the confidence was there. The demeanor was there for Kenley Jansen, and sometimes I think that is just as important as the pitches themselves, because I think that he's a guy that when he's right, when that headspace is right, and he goes out there to dominate, he's a different pitcher. When he's out there nibbling, doesn't have the command, then he gets himself into trouble. But here we go. We got Tim Bauer from Newport Beach. That was sweet. Dodgers rocked from Jill. Keep coming with the comments, guys. If I don't get to them at first, keep coming. I'll get back to you guys. Homer from the 626, the SGV. We got Joe from the 85020. We got Patrick Gagne. How's it, Doug? Dodgers looking awesome in sweeping the Nationals. Absolutely, Patrick Gagne. Dodgers, look, an emotional win Friday with the ring ceremony. Last night, offensive explosion. Julio Urias got into a little bit of trouble there, but nice job by Jimmy Nelson last night. I think it was really big for Jimmy Nelson to get that feel for that breaking stuff. He really has an overpowering fastball when he uses it correctly, and I think that was big last night. Juan Soto, you beat a team. Think about it. The Dodgers beat a team against a Juan Soto, probably the best offensive player in the league right now, hits 2 home runs, yet they still win. It is so hard to beat this Los Angeles Dodgers team because they can beat you on offense and they can outpitch you. You just pick your poison against this team, you're probably going to lose, and that's why their record is 8-2, best in all of Major League Baseball. So they're living up to the hype so far, and that is with Mookie Betts and Cody Bellinger missing time early on. But here we go. We got Citrus Heights, Edward over on YouTube. McKinstry Rookie of the Year. That's from JP. You're coming in hot, and I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that right there. We got some Jesus Ruiz fire emojis. Jill from Bakersfield. Ryan, this team has talent everywhere. Cody, Son Alexander, Alaska, the 99645. Caden, Kate on YouTube. Kenley was absolutely dominant. Zach, player of the game from Miguel Ramirez, Prescott Valley, Arizona. Patrick Gagne, the 626 in Rowland Heights, California. Mr. Gonzalez from Bell, California. Parentheses, Scandal City in the house. All right. I remember that, kind of. Team looks complete from Dan. We got downtown LA in the house. Dwayne from South Jersey. We got Lante from the 559 Fresno, California. Diane, great game. That Kenley Cutter, though, from Tomahawk 238. Yeah, I mean, Kenley Jansen, you have to understand, we just know what you're capable of when you actually are playing at your best. And look, to me, it's almost, I don't want to say disappointing, but when you see a performance like this, it makes you think, why does he come out like this and dominate today? Was it the rest? Was it him feeling the noise about him being relegated as Dodger closer? Is he feeling Corey Knebel breathing down his neck? Is that what brings the best out of Kenley Jansen? And I think if you're Dave Roberts and Andrew Friedman and all these decision makers, you have to find a way to optimize him. If it is not pitching him on consecutive days, then you do so. Or is it, do you keep motivating? You go up to Kenley Jansen every single day and you tell him, hey, Kenley, if you don't pitch well today, you're going to lose your closer spot. You show him these tweets and you show him this post-game show a couple days ago when you guys were a little angry at Kenley Jansen. Is that what motivates him? So whatever it takes to motivate Kenley Jansen to pitch like he did today, you got to do that. McKinstry has been fired from Homer over on Facebook. We got Kim Jong, McKinstry Rookie of the Year. Again, one pitch, one in a time, no rush from Dan. All our pitchers had their game face on today. That's from Joshua Kethman. Yeah, show some love for Blake Trinan. I want to break down his inning, but let me get some of these comments. You guys are nice to see you, Doug. Nice to see you, Laura over on Facebook. Jansen's on a mission from Lisa. We got, is it Friday yet? Hey, it's going to be a big series coming up, man. That is going to be playoff-level intensity. We'll have time to break that down before that series. But Tony Goatshaw, I like that, Daniel Braun. You coming in with that. You win with that one. You win it. The Tony Goatshaw, man. Tony Crenshaw, as he's known. McKinsley. Kenley was throwing 95 from Dodger over on YouTube. We got Laura Quintana, McKinstry, player of the game. Impressive that we continue without Cody and Mookie. Dave Stauffer, yeah, I mean, give credit to guys like Zach McKinstry and Chris Taylor. A.J. Pollock last night had a big hit. He cleared the bases right there when he needed a hit desperately. Really should have made two spectacular defensive plays out and left. Should have ended the game last night. Unfortunately, like he said after the game, that he thought that they were just going to go with the original call on the field, which was that it hit the ground, but that was a catch by A.J. Pollock. So, yeah, you credit to the depth of this team. Lisa, Kershaw player of the game. Maddie, Kershaw player of the game. AMS, McKinstry player of the game. Zach was Knack. We got, I mean, the guy can do everything. Like I was saying, he's the Zach of all trades, right? Infield, outfield, hit for power, hit for average. This guy is a complete player. And the fact that he's doing this so early on in his career on the team that's the prohibitive favorite to win the World Series, it shows you this guy is built for this. He's mentally tough. This guy is ready for the big stage, and he's more than ready and more than capable of filling those Kike Hernandez shoes as the super utility guy of the Los Angeles Dodgers. I actually think he can do it at an even better, more complete level than Kike can. That's no slight to Kike. That's just how special I think Zach McKinstry is. That's how much potential I think he has to be just a fantastic player in the role the Dodgers have carved out for him. But we got Dan, Zach. I like that. Watching from Toronto, Canada. Loving the sweep. Old school Jants from Doug Leonard over on Facebook. Roger Kennard. Good job, Clayton Kershaw in the bullpen, especially Kenley Jansen. Roger, the Los Angeles Dodger over on YouTube. I love that. We got Cody from Alaska. We got Moises from San Luis Obispo. Doom. Lux over 10 this series, but had some clutch defense. Yeah, I was paying close attention to Gavin Lux, who you see he's starting to get into a little bit of a funk, I think. Hopefully he can break out of it pretty soon. He goes 0 for 4 today, does Gavin Lux. 2 for 29 on the season. You see the hands through the zone. The bat is still quick, but today, yeah, not his best day for Gavin Lux. We definitely need to see him catch fire and really get on a run early on. I think that'll be important for him, considering last season he hits 175 in limited opportunities. But the most important thing I think for Gavin Lux is he can get any of these demons out that say he can't play defense, like in his mind, right? Like he knows he can play defense at a big league level, at an above average level. So I'm really impressed with the plays he made defensively. You saw even just some of the little plays, the swiping of the tag from Will Smith the other day, the range he showed, the effort he shows too. Last night, trying to make a diving attempt on a line drive. So I think it's there from Gavin Lux for sure defensively, and he just has to get that back going with a little more consistency. But the potential's there. I think he's still in a good spot. He's just ready to break out and hit a little more consistency. But this team has so much depth. That's from Ari. What's up, Ari, over on YouTube? How's it going, my man? Hey, Doug from Queen Rick, Arizona. That's from Dan. We got Jose. We can't have Jansen show up one day and not the other. Yeah, no, exactly. Big agree on that. Agree with you 100% on that one for sure. San Jose here. We got Las Vegas Dodgers fan. We got Kershaw with a great start and Jansen with a solid ninth. Brought back flashbacks. Knebel and Trinan deserves a shout-out today. All pitchers deserves players. of the Game Awards. Yeah, let's break down a little bit of Blake Trinan. Coming in the 8th inning, Blake Trinan was massive, and he got hosed again by the umps. Did you guys see it happened against Oakland, and it happened again today? But Blake Trinan, he goes 1 inning, and he gets out of it. He goes 1 inning, gives up 2 hits, 20 pitches, 11 for strikes, had the 1 big strikeout, but he comes in top of the 8th inning, and he gives up back-to-back singles. First to Stevenson, then to Robles. Then on a 3-2 count, he gets Trey Turner swinging for the first out of the inning. A filthy, filthy pitch right there from Blake Trinan after he had really thrown another strike in that at-bat. That brings up Juan Soto. Really, the game came down to whether or not this was going to be a nail-biter to that at-bat. Juan Soto, he's the guy the Nationals, pretty much anyone in big league baseball would want Juan Soto up in that situation against Blake Trinan, against a righty right there, and he takes care of him. He gets him to pop out. It was a pitch like Oral Hershiser said, a pitch very similar to the one that he hit out yesterday, but he gets under it. And that was massive at that point in the game. He pops out for the first out. And then for the second out, and then he falls behind, and that was just a big at-bat because he falls behind 3-0 against Juan Soto, and on the 4th pitch, he gets him to fly out to center. So you can see Soto, he flipped the bat, he looked frustrated there, but a very big sequence right there for the Dodgers, and he gets out of that inning. So exactly, a massive, massive showing today for Blake Trinan, who is clearly that big, high-leverage guy that the Dodgers signed him to be. But we got Palmdale JP over on Facebook. We got Michelle Carter. Who else is slumping? Let's give them some good trash talk to fire them up. Yeah, exactly. If we can do it, we can do it here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. I mean, I think that Pollock was definitely struggling before getting off the schneid last night. Gavin Lux going through a little bit. Look, this whole team offensively this series really wasn't outstanding, but still, I mean, they got it done. The pitching got it done. Timely hits. Nice job by Clayton Kershaw. Like I said, 0 for 9 with runners on base day. So he comes through. And, this team offensively, I'm not worried about this team offensively. This team is averaging 6 runs per game before today. That's best in all of Major League Baseball. If you look at these numbers, 10 home runs now. That's pretty much 14th. I think 14th or 15th after that. 6 runs per game. That's second all of Major League Baseball. They lead the league in doubles, so some double trouble for this Dodgers offense. 25 doubles for these Dodgers. First in hits with 98, second in OPS, second in batting average. So today, today the Dodger pitching staff really got it done. 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position for the Nationals today. 1 for 13 with men on base, and they shut them down and they swept them this series. So yeah, I mean, it was big for the Dodgers to go in there and just look. I mean, sometimes when you get these ring ceremonies, it can really kind of. I think on opening day, the teams are over the last 5 as far as when they're the home team, but in general, it can fluster teams, and they don't go out there and play their best baseball. Not the Dodgers though; they took care of business in this series, and you love to see it, but. When you got, Justin Turner, he was big this series. I think he's pretty much got to be the player of the series. Today, Justin Turner, he ends up going 0 for 3, but heading into today, he was 5 for 8 with a home run and 2 doubles against the Nationals. Max Muncy's a guy quietly having a really solid, really kind of a really nice start. He was 2 for 5 heading in today. He had that big single that early on that Zach McKinstry doubled home. But back to these comments, guys. We got Missing Bazooka 2 from Tammy. Yeah, love me some Bazooka. Bruce Dark Grotto. When we get him back, we'll really start to put this entire bullpen together. We got replying to Doug. Okay, we Missing Bazooka. They'd have to win with another Jansen blowout save. What a start. Keep up the great work. That's from Tina G-Man over on Facebook. I live in Giants territory, and I bleed Dodger blue. I like that. Represent up in the Bay. We got Zach Attack. I like that. The Zach Attack from Matt Gaze. Every other day, Jansen. Yeah, exactly. Every other day, Jansen. And preferably more than 1 run. I'm telling you, there's a big difference when he goes in there with a 1-run lead versus even a 2-run lead or a 3-run lead. He just feels more comfortable because with a 1-run lead, you can see he starts to worry about walking batters. And you've seen that walk rate increase every year since 2017. Last year was a career high, over 8% walk rate. So I think that's definitely big. Chris, let's go Dodgers. I love LA. Should the Dodgers trade for Hader? I think it's too early to tell. Obviously, Hader's been lighting him up this season. Fastball is as electric as ever. The slider is better than it was a few years ago as he's continued to refine that pitch. But I think that's the beauty of trading for relievers. You don't want to sign relievers as much or trade for relievers in the offseason as much as you want to do during the season because there's such a volatile position from year to year. Just look at Brandon Morrow, who's trying to make his way back. From year to year, a reliever can be dominant, then they can fall off a cliff. Look at Blake Trinan. 2018, he was the best reliever in the game. 2019, fell off a cliff. 2020, he was a reclamation project. So I like making moves for relievers during the season because – one, you don't have to unload as much prospect capital as getting a elite position player, an elite starter. So I think the Dodgers are in a good position to see how this bullpen fares. How will Tony Gonsolin look coming back when he pitches out of the bullpen? Will David Price acclimate? Will Jimmy Nelson play that role as a longman out of the bullpen? Look at Dennis Santana's getting an opportunity. Scott Alexander is I call him Scott Alexander, the not so great, right? So we'll see how this bullpen fares, but I do think that the Dodgers have been poking around with Josh Hader over the years. They have a nice relationship when it comes to the Brewers as far as a natural trade partner. But, look, it comes down to we'll see. We'll see how early some of these – because, look, I mean, if I'm in the National League, I'd be more likely to trade than if I was in the American League because you have the big bad Dodgers. You have the Atlanta Braves. You have teams out there that are in big-time in win-now mode. So we'll see. But at the same time, it does feel like the Brewers are a team that wants to contend. They're in the NL Central. Right now, they're 5-4. It's pretty much, a division where you got the Cardinals. It's the weakest division in the National League. There's no question about it. But it is to a point where do you want to go for it if you can win that division? They still got Woodruff. They still got Devin Williams. They have a pretty nice lineup. They tried to get our own Justin Turner. By the way, one of my favorite tweets of all time is when Walker Buehler, after the Dodgers signed Justin Turner, he's like, "We're the Brewers? Ha ha ha! Were we supposed to be scared?" Or something like that. Man, Walker Buehler's energy is off the charts, man. Kenley is on that sticky. Jason Hernandez, hey man, sticky icky ooey. Belly will be back. He's on that sticky. You got him right there. Kenley Gagne. Okay, you're getting kind of crazy with the Kenley Gagne comparisons, but it's cool though. Hey man, if he wants to channel that for one day, I'm okay with it. And continue to bring that same fight, that same tenacity that we saw on the mound. If he wants to think he's Gagne, then go for it, man. Think your game over right there, and then you can solidify your spot as the closer. But I think if you're Kenley, you just want to go out there and you don't want to have the fans hating on you. You don't want to embarrass yourself. You want to go out there and have your best stuff. And you saw a rested Kenley is very different than a Kenley pitching on back-to-back days, an afternoon game after a night game. He's a very different pitcher. And the difference today was the velo, the command, the way he used that two-seamer, right? That's the big evolution of Kenley Jansen is can he get miss bats and throw strikes and get outs with that two-seamer, with that slider. I think that is really the big next step for him if he wants to continue on as the Dodgers catcher. But Zach by the bell, I like that from Demon Child. You win on that one. I got to give you some love right there, guys. Z-Mac, greater than sign. D-Mac, sorry. I like that from Jay Cruz. You finished me right there. Finish him. Kevin, their record is like 6-3. Get out of here. Zach by the bell. Zach, rookie of the year. We got Nate Campbell saying hello. JP, I know he can play other positions. Roberts needs to find a spot for him. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's going to be a position where, look, just a few weeks ago, Dave Roberts was talking about how Zach McKinstry was earning more playing time, and we'll see. Let's say if Gavin Lux slumps and continues to slump, yes, he has the runway. Yes, I think it's extremely premature to even suggest that Zach McKinstry would take over for Gavin Lux, but if Zach McKinstry continues to rake like this, and let's say that Gavin Lux struggles to the point where you might want to just give him a day off, Zach McKinstry is a guy that you want to keep in there, but he's so valuable with his positional versatility and his ability to play in the outfield and pretty much all around the diamond. I think he'll give Justin Turner a day off this year at times. What's up from my man No Love over on YouTube. By the way, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. We're posting content every day. It's the fastest growing Dodgers YouTube channel in the game, so we don't miss a thing when it comes to your boys in blue. news, rumors, high videos, podcast interviews, the flagship show hosted by Mr. Clint Pasillas and Brooke Smith, the senior editors here at Dodgers Nation. You don't want to miss that coming at you live Mondays and Thursdays. So definitely be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. I'm late. Go Dodgers from Doug Crosby. This is my first time seeing you this year. Welcome back, my man. How's it going? Let me guess, East Lansing, Michigan. What's up, Doug Crosby? Yeah, Smith should learn first if we ever want to call up K-Bert from Carlos. You're coming in hot with that one. I like that. I mean, Keibert Ruiz, all he does is hit the baseball. Look, first at bat, he hits a home run against the Angels in the show. So, a very intriguing idea right there. Will Smith is someone who can play third base too. So look, maybe Justin Turner goes to first base. He plays third. But at this point in the season, I think that's something that you would want to have worked out during spring training, because we saw the disaster that was Jock Peterson playing first base. I don't want to live through something like that again, and having someone do a full-blown position switch during a pennant race, during a World Series championship run. So, we got Masito. You think they'll get Jock next season? I don't think so. I think that I always say that it's like Jock Peterson and Kike, they graduated from Dodgers University. They're now out into the real world, right? Jock Peterson, Mr. Jocktober, so many memorable moments with the Dodgers. But right now, look, Jock Peterson right now he's 4 for 29, hitting 138. With one home run. So I don't really think they miss Jock Peterson, but we'll see. Will they miss him in October? So that's the thing. And I think really the most important thing for Jock Peterson is he wants to be an everyday player. He wants to prove that he can make it in the show on an everyday basis. That's why he's rocking 24, has that Mamba mentality. And if you look at Kike Hernandez, he's pretty. We'd probably take this Kike at some point during his career. He's hitting 237 with the bomb, 4 RBIs. But I think that it's the quality at-bats, the approach, is what I like with Zach McKinstry. This guy has got a really, really, really clean swing and has great bat-to-ball skills. But that Blake versus Soto was the matchup of the game for sure. My man Anthony Keene, you got it right there. Kevin Martin, we got Kershaw. By the way, how do you guys feel about the Padres series? Do you guys have any thoughts on that no-hitter for the Padres? With Musgrove, you got to give him credit. I've got I got a Padres friend that thinks that we came into this year without a no hitter. We threw the no hitter. We came into this year without a World Series win. We're gonna win a World Series. Padres fans are already talking about the Fall Classic. I'm like, hey, don't talk to me about a World Series until you beat the Dodgers. Until you beat the Dodgers in the postseason. Look, we saw it happen last season, but very excited about the matchup with the Pods. But one thing we need is a bit more home runs. That's from Ari over on YouTube. Yeah, last year, the Dodgers, I think 118 home runs, led all of Major League Baseball. This year, you got Mookie, you got Bellinger, two guys. Mookie, 16 home runs last year, tied for A.J. Pollock for the team lead. Bellinger, he's a guy that's going to go deep. He's a guy that hit 47 home runs. Cody Bellinger when he in his MVP season. So you'll see it'll come back with the long ball. I think that most importantly, the Dodgers are just getting it done this year with the stick in general. So the home runs will come, and it's a different year with the baseball. It's a different year with the baseball, and I think you're going to see. This year the Dodgers are still going to be right at the top when it comes to home runs. But back to this comment section, guys. Lost you guys for a second here. And there we go. We got best record in baseball from 5150 Rams Belly in the Padres series. We got Joseph Gonzalez. Anytime Jansen is in the game, even when he's dealing, there's still a lot of tension. Yeah, that's just years of abuse, of mental abuse that he's given us. But look, now that's his 314 save. Kenley Jansen has done far more good for the Dodgers than he has bad. Yes, he's had Game 2 of the World Series in 2017, Game 2 of the NLDS. Yes, he's had the letdowns, but those sting harder. But the reality is Kenley Jansen will probably be, for the rest of time, the all-time saves leader in Dodger history. He has the most saves than any closer since 2012. So Kenley Jansen has really had a great career. Really, had he had 4 or 5, 3, 4 more dominant seasons, you might be talking Hall of Fame. But We got Blake's Smelly can't toss 6 innings anyway. That's from Unthink Unknown 26. William Padilla, let's go Dodgers. Got to give you let's go Dodgers for that one. Mary Connor, welcome to the show. Thanks for rocking with us. Big Dodger fan, a big Mookie Betts fan. Visalia in the house. Go Dodgers. I love that. Visalia, Mary Connor, represent hard here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Nate Campbell, hello, my name is Nate. Nice to meet you, Nate. Welcome to the show. Luis, I can't wait to see when the whole team is healthy and together. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be something. It's going to be something when this whole team is just firing all cylinders. Zach's a maniac from Alita. I love the Dodgers' new uniforms. Don Lovato. Yeah, grade the Dodgers' new uniforms with all the gold. Like I was saying, let the gold times roll. I like the gold trim, but I'm ready to see the classics back. To me, I think the trim. I'm honestly not that into them. I'm not gonna lie. Like the pictures, they kind of blew my mind. I love the fact they wore them, but the Dodgers, to me, the simplicity without them. I think they look better without the gold. But I totally get it. You gotta rock them when you're celebrating your ring ceremony. They're definitely clean, but nowhere as nice as just the OGs, the wedding gown whites. To me, they're the best uniforms, not even just in baseball, really in all of sports. It's right up there with some of the great uniforms. You got the red TV number right there. Zach's, he's a Lego maniac from Don Lovato. We got Blair, hi, from New Zealand. Great win today. Kershaw, brilliant. Dodgers on a roll. That's from Blair over on YouTube. Yeah, Clayton Kershaw, phenomenal today, really. I mean, 6 innings pitched, no earned runs, a scoreless game from Clayton Kershaw, 6 scoreless innings, 6 Ks, 5 hits, and he really didn't even have his best command. He was 12 for 23 on first pitch strikes. He did get 12 big swings and misses, and he held the Nationals to 0 for 9 with runners on today. But Clayton Kershaw, if he has the feel for his slider, you're going to get quality, and you're going to see the command. Look, there's nothing like location is actually better than velo when it comes to Clayton Kershaw. He didn't get up to that 93. I think he topped out at like 92.4 today. But it's getting up there. It's getting better. 86 pitches today for Clayton Kershaw, 54 for strikes. So you're going to see him increase that number when he's at his best. But he does have the feel for that slider. You saw him missing bats with that curveball. He was landing it for strikes. So I think Clayton Kershaw is out to prove that he's still a top 25 starter in all of Major League Baseball. You saw really a big sequence in that game for in today's game with Kershaw. Was down in the let's break down that inning for Clayton Kershaw. You saw the top of the 6th. So top of the 6th inning, Trey Turner, he reached on an infield single. He hit a little number down the third base line. They waited for like an eternity for it to go foul. It just dies. So Trey Turner reaches on it, and that gives the Nationals a runner on first, no outs. Then a really nice sequence for Kershaw against Soto. He fouls off a slider for strike 1, then gets him swing on a foul tip for the second strike, and then he misses low on a curveball, making it 2-1 in the count. Then he gets the punch out on a called strike 3 on a slider. So he had the foul ball, so it was 2. So he missed on the curveball, so it's 2-2 in the count. Then he gets that punch out on that called strike 3 on that slider. Very well placed to get the best hitter in the game, Juan Soto right now, or at least in the conversation. Then he gets Zimmerman to ground out for the second out. Then on a 3-2 count, he gets Mercer swinging on a filthy slider down and in for the third out. And to me, that was the game right there. That sequence, the heart of the lineup. You got Juan Soto, and you got Juan Soto right there, and you get him out looking. So you get the strikeout looking, then you get the strikeout swinging, and that was 6 quality innings for Clayton Kershaw. The Dodgers, they had a streak where every starter had pitched 6 strong quality innings until that was broken last night when Julio Urias went out there at the beginning of the 6th inning. So nice job by the Dodgers pitching staff, namely Mr. Clayton the Goat Shaw himself today. Definitely a great outing. What do you guys grade his outing? I think I'm giving it a solid B+ today. A B+, A- actually. I'm bumping that up to A- for Clayton Kershaw because of he didn't have a lot of run support early on. He made big pitches when he needed to. Gave up 5 hits, but he did get hit hard a couple of times. But he got the job done today. And he's still one of the best pitchers in baseball, easily top 25. He's going to be solid. And when you can talk about Clayton Kershaw as possibly your number 3 or 4 best starter on your team, that's all you need to know about the quality and the depth of this rotation. I call it the murderer's rotation. an embarrassment of pitches this year for your boys in blue on the mound. But bring out the brooms from Deborah Young. Yeah, bring out those brooms. Dodgers sweep the Nationals. A little redemption, too. I mean, let's talk about that. A little redemption. The last time the Dodgers had fans in the stands in Dodger Stadium was 2019, that dreaded Game 5. We're not going to bring it up. I'm trying to erase it from my memory every single day. But to beat that same Nationals team on the weekend where you're getting your rings, and to sweep them and take care of business, it was just very satisfying, a very satisfying sweep for the Dodgers. But how about Fernando Valenzuela, man? Give me a one-word. Define Fernando Valenzuela in one word down below in the comments section. Today they celebrated the 40th anniversary of Fernando Valenzuela, Fernando Mania, that took over this town. What did you guys think about that? Fun fact of the day, Fernando Mania, man. The Dodgers purchased his contract from the Yucatan Lions for $120,000 back on July 6, 1979. He won his first 8 starts. 5 of those were shutouts. He went on to win the NL Cy Young and Rookie of the Year. In the same year, 1981, was the first pitcher to ever accomplish that feat. He won 3 of the 4 starts in the postseason, helping the Dodgers win their first World Series in 16 years. A 6-time All-Star, he finished in the top 5 in Cy Young voting 3 times after 1981. So definitely a Dodger legend, and I'm saying it right now: retire Fernando Valenzuela's number. The Dodgers policy, you have to be in the Hall of Fame. But look, if he would have been a Hall of Famer if pitchers were used like they are now. There's no question about it. You know, Tommy Lasorda, he did not like to go to the bullpen very much. He liked to throw complete games with his pitchers. Fernando Valenzuela was a Hall of Fame talent. What he did for this game in this city to make it a more diverse crowd, to galvanize this city the way he did, Fernando Valenzuela's number deserves to be retired. There's no question about it. Dodgers, retire that number 34, please. McKinstry is MVP so far from Young Yi over on YouTube. Yeah, like I said, Zach McKinstry, it's funny that we're calling him a super utility player, because he's gotten the opportunity due to injuries to step up and fill a role as a starter now, and you see he's making the most of his opportunities. After today, Zach McKinstry, he's slashing .321, .355, slugging .679. His OPS is 1,033, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 4 strikeouts, just 2 walks. Zach McKinstry, 9 for 28, and you're seeing what he can provide defensively, selling his body out. You saw him going into foul territory to make catches. I mean, this guy, I'm telling you, he's an instant fan favorite. People are just going to love Zach McKinstry. By the way, a quick reminder, be sure to head over to gearup.la for all the latest Dodgers Nation merch. Got the Blowing Manny Kisses shirt, the Joe Kelly shirt. It's time for Dodger baseball. And also, this shirt, the ring shirt, our championship shirt with the Dodgers ring on it. Definitely go get merched up. Get some Dodgers Nation drip over there at gearup.la. But back to the comment section. David Price needs to pitch more from Young, who ends the season with the most wins on our staff. If you think about potential, it's wild. Yeah, I mean, great question, Anthony Keene. Really a toss-up. I think that the Dodgers just find a way to give Clayton Kershaw wins. You know the record when he's up there, it's very good. And wins is not the ultimate indicator of how effective a pitcher is. Just ask Jacob deGrom. But I think that you got to believe it's either Clayton Kershaw. I think that Julio Urias, Trevor Bauer. I mean, you just pick one, and you have a chance. And that's just how talented and how deep this Dodgers rotation is. But for sure, we got Kevin Dodger edits I created. Okay, cool. A little plug for your hype video. I ain't mad. You get your hustle on, my man. Vamos Dodgers from King Yellowman over on Facebook. Assailed loner hero. That's your one word for Fernando Valenzuela. That's a perfect. I couldn't have said it any better. I'll give you a Let's Go Dodgers for that. You gotta get your Let's Go Dodgers for that one. And then we got Fernando equals epic. That one's great too. You win. Dave from Stauffer, one word, force. We got Demon Child Padres celebrate a no-hitter like a World Series. Like he got the hot dogs, got the emojis. Yeah, I promise. I've used that video in so many tweets now about them celebrating. I promised I was gonna retire it, but I almost did it the other night. But I was so impressed. Look, he was a hit batsman away from pitching a perfect game, and yeah, give him credit. Got to give him credit, man. But then again, he's affiliated with the Trastros, so, you know, it's all right. That's probably when all I'm going to say about their no-hitter. That's all I'm going to say about it because it was a great no-hitter. I don't care if it's your rival team. They're not really our rival. They're more like the little brothers. I'm calling it the New Bloods versus the Blue Bloods. That's what I'm calling the Dodgers-Padres rivalry this year. New Bloods versus the Blue Bloods. And all I'm going to say about that no-hitter is that is going to be the peak of their season. That's going to be the peak of their season is that Joe Musgrove no-hitter, because when you think of the 2021 season, I think we'll be talking about other teams in the Padres once we get into deep October. Does Fernando ever get into the Hall of Fame, Anthony Keenum? Actually, we'll see how the standards change. I mean, if you look at the body work in his career, his peak years were so good. The no-hitter late in his career, I think that one thing I think that, the Baseball Hall of Fame is really tricky compared to other Hall of Fames, but I think when you consider what Yao Ming did for the NBA and how he got into the Hall of Fame for kind of his ambassador efforts and what he did, I think that Fernando Valenzuela deserves some of the same credit there because, look, baseball in Los Angeles is incredibly huge, and it wouldn't be nearly as big as it is without Fernando Valenzuela. I think that should be taken into consideration, but we'll see. We'll see how the numbers change in years, just like how wins and losses are changing right now, how we evaluate pitchers. The Dodgers have so many players, the Garveys, the Hershiser's, the Fernando Valenzuelas that are just really so close to being Hall of Fame worthy players, but I hope he gets in one day. Veterans Committee, hopefully. McKinstry Mania. I like that, God Jupiter. I'm feeling that. Let's go Dodgers for that one. Fernando Ole. Fernie is a legend. That's from Daniel Braun. A true competitor. He's the GOAT. That's from Martin over on Facebook. I love that. Is that true? I haven't seen the ring yet. Who will get more saves, Knebel or Kenley? Yang Yi. My prediction was that it would be Knebel. And I wouldn't feel bad if I was wrong and it was Kenley, because if Kenley does finish with the most saves, that means that we have a lights out setup man, a lights out high leverage guy that can come in earlier in the year, because we know Blake Trinan is nails. We know that Corey Knebel has gotten it done early on this year. So to me, if it can be Kenley Jansen, it could be close, but we'll see how it goes. I think it's a long season, and I think you're going to see a lot of guys earning saves. I think when Brusdar Graterol comes back, he'll be a guy that you're going to see in save situations at times. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how this bullpen fares for the entire season. I think they're going to mix it up. It's modern-day baseball. Times are changing. Just like wins and losses for pitches isn't the same, saves aren't the same either, as far as just making it easy on managers to push that button and go with one closer each and every time you're in a save situation. But we got Kenley's giving my heart palpitations from Deborah Young over on YouTube. I think Kenley will get 25 saves. That's from Ari. Yeah, predict how many saves you think Kenley and Knebel will get. Knebel will have like 10 or 15. McKinstry body-wise looks like Don Mattingly out there. That's really funny, man. I like that. You got him with that one. He definitely looks like it. Don't forget Fight Club Joe Kelly. We'll see what Joe Kelly can do when he comes back. I'm really hoping last year of his deal, most likely with the Dodgers, that he can find a way to contribute any way he can and get healthy and get back so he could throw at the Astros in May. No, but I'm not advocating for violence, guys. I didn't wake up and choose violence. I woke up and choose peace. But hopefully Joe Kelly can come back and just give us his best stuff and find a way to contribute to this team, because it has been quite a roller coaster ride with Joe Kelly in his time with the Dodgers. But we need to give Kenley 1 day minimum between appearances from here on out. That's from Frankie G. I'm giving you some definitely fire on that one for sure. I hope Joe Kelly can pitch up to his potential. Deborah Young. Yeah, Joe Kelly, he's got to get healthy first, and then he has to just go out there and trust his stuff. Sometimes it's just like, what is he even doing out there? But hopefully Joe Kelly can come in and he can be a factor for this team, because, look, more depth the better. And he's a guy that at least knows his role. This is a guy who doesn't have to acclimate, like a David Price, like a Tony Gonsolin, like a Jimmy Nelson. He's a guy that knows what it's like to be a career bullpen piece. So I'm hoping that he caps off his Dodger stint, most likely in a great way. But here we go, guys. Back into the comments section, guys. 1 second here. Lost you guys. Here we go. We got Verdell Newsome. With the talent, depth, and experience on this team, I don't foresee many 2-game losing streaks for them all season. This team is already showing they bounce back great from every loss. Great point right there. Great point right there. Who wants to bet? Can't wait for next weekend. It's going down. It is going down. Padres, Dodgers won. I'm calling it the New Bloods versus the Blue Bloods. We'll see. We'll see how they measure up to the defending champions. And hopefully Cody Bellinger will be ready to roll. Maybe Fernando Tatis will be ready to roll. You saw what the Dodgers are trying to do to stack up this bullpen with this starting rotation with Buehler, Kershaw, and Bauer against the Padres. So very exciting series. We'll be there breaking it down. I think we're going to get some crazy moments, like the Chris Taylor throw-off. Like we'll see if Grisham wants to pop off again and pimp a home run, and then start the downward decline of the team. After that, Dodgers will go on to win their 8th division title. After that, hang a no-hitter ban. I love it. You finish him. I like that. Demon Child over on YouTube. They're going to hang a no-hitter batter. But, yeah, they'll probably have that ceremony against the Dodgers. I love that, man. Anthony Keene, I was hesitating on the whole greatest team ever thing, but so far I'm seeing amazing, solid baseball. Yeah, I'm kind of reserving. Look, I had the Dodgers 105 wins. I didn't have them up to 116 like the 0-1 Mariners or things like that because mainly questions about the bullpen, and also I want this team to peak in the postseason and not in the regular season. But hey, if you're winning those games, why not just peak in the regular season and still win the whole damn thing in October? So I'll be fine with that as well. Steve Horn, we are so deep as any team I've ever seen. Steve Horn over on YouTube, great point. Do you like the design of the Dodgers World Series ring? Yeah, I mean, what's not to like? I mean, it's just so ice, man. It's so much ice everywhere. I just want to put on like a parka when I'm looking at pictures of it because there's so much ice, and I think it was so well done. Everything the Dodgers have done with the World Series celebration has been first class. I really liked the nice touch of having all of the players get shout-outs from their favorite players. I'm going to ask you guys that, too. I actually did a video that drops tomorrow morning on our YouTube channel about the best moments from the Dodgers ring ceremony. What was your favorite moment? Maybe we'll end on that, getting close to the 1 hour mark here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. What was your favorite moment? Let me know down below in the comments section. Here are your options, right? You got Clayton Kershaw winning his ring. You've got Ken Griffey Jr. doing the Joe Kelly pouty face right there. Then you've got I like David, or you got Ichiro asking for Edwin Rios' ring. Then you have David Ortiz asking Mookie Betts why he didn't pick him. And then there's my favorite moment, Bronson Arroyo serenading Walker Buehler. Let me get your favorite moment down below in the comments, and then we'll head out here, and you guys can enjoy the rest of your Sunday after the Dodgers cap off a sweep of the Washington Nationals by winning 3-0 today. Clayton Kershaw got it done. Zach McKinstry was the star. But here we go. Let's do some comments here. Some final thoughts from you guys. Bottom of the 9th here. Padres are fun from Kevin Martin. We got Ari over on YouTube. In SD, it's funny to see that people are wearing their Padres stuff when half their team doesn't know who Tony Gwynn was. You better finish him with that, my man. I like that burn. San Diego UPS Padres. You guys are just killing them left and right here. I like the jerseys, too, with the gold. Ordered mine. Yeah, did you guys get a gold jersey? Who'd you order? Someone get me an Urias, please. Size 48. Kershaw winning his ring was the best. From Ari. Jin, I love the Dodgers World Championship ring with the baseball diamond on the ring. God, Padres and Giants should merge together, and maybe they can come up with a decent team. Man, you guys are just making my day right now. The comments. Kershaw winning his ring was the best. We got Deborah Young. Ken Griffey Jr. doing the pouty face was legend. Absolutely on that one. Kershaw getting his ring. Not only did I cry, but I cried hard. Trust me, man. These eyes were sweating too. Kershaw getting his rings from Sergio. The UPS Padres. I got to read again. Gabby, they should be called the Washington baseball team. I like that. IB's stroking. Apparently, Kenley was in early working on a couple things, throwing hard and on point. Yeah, you saw release point was great. The field, but to me, it's really now it's about the demeanor. It's about the mindset he had on the mound today was as big as anything else. But also, you got to factor in the rest he had. But the velo was there. The movement on this cutter was there. But Austin, Ichiro winning Rios' rings. Did Vin get a ring? Jess C13. It's a good question. I don't know. I'm sure he might get a complimentary one. We got Rod Wells over on YouTube. Dodgers sweep Rockies, Padres sweep Pirates. Both teams, Dodgers versus Padres next weekend would be 11-2. Yeah, I mean it's going to be a sight to see. We got Kevin. We got Goatshaw getting the bling bling finally from Mike. We got Simply. Is the Urias jersey available? I've been looking for one. I don't even know. I actually don't even know. I know they all sold out fast. I was doing the show right after the game, so I didn't even see them. Apparently, you could buy them online for a quick second. But, Dodgers Nation, best fans in the game, they wiped those out, and they cleared the racks real quick. Can't wait Wednesday for the gold gear to arrive. Oscar, sweet man. If you need my address, you can send me to DM me over on DMAC_LA. Demon Child, I'm dying. Come back when you win a World. Okay. Oh, I like it. Padres fans, just so you know, you are welcome here if you want, but be careful because my Dodger fans, you don't want to mess with the Dodger fans. These guys are as good as it gets when it comes to trash talking. So enter at your own risk because Dodgers Nation knows how to bring it when it comes to the burn. So, hey, man, enter at your own risk, but feel free to join in on the fun. I can't wait to see John Suhu's amazing shots. That's a great point, Manny, over on YouTube. Gabby, attention, Cal Ripken, back away from the dinner table. Dude, that was a good one. The Iron Man was a nice surprise from Rami. Yeah, that was really cool. Kershaw is the Steve Young of baseball. The monkey is off his back. Verdell Newsome, she's saying the same exact thing on this video I did today. You can see it. It was a monkey on his back. It was an 18-wheeler filled with grand pianos that just evaporated. He's a World Series champion. No one can take that away from him. Really should be a multi-World Series champion with a 2017 World Series ring. I don't want to hear about Jock Peterson winning World Series MVP because if Clayton Kershaw wins Game 1 in Game 5, Game 1, 11 strikeouts, no walks, first pitcher to do that since Don Newcomb, he would have been in position, especially with his seniority, what he'd done for the game. I think he would have ultimately taken home that World Series MVP. I digress on that one, but Tina G-Man, I'm in the same. In terms of Mortal Kombat, Dodgers versus Padres equals fatality. I like it. D-Mac for the win. I be stroking. Shout out to my man over on YouTube. Dodgers family from H-Town. Rod Wells. Hey, you're in H-Town, enemy territory, but you're repping Dodger Blue. I hope you wear your Dodger Blue with pride around town, and you can tell everyone in that town what it's like to win a legitimate World Series because that's what the Dodgers have. They have some fake Astros World Series there. They have our World Series, is actually what they have. Dodgers World Series Diamond Ring, Astros World Series Ring trash can from Jesse over on YouTube. Later losers from Kevin Martin. We got Kevin Martin, the former NBA player who had a really unorthodox shooting motion. No, but Kevin Martin will come back after the Dodgers face the Padres and after we body slam Diego just like we did in the NLDS. But this team will be the best encore the World Series ever had. Dodgers to repeat if we can stay healthy. UPS, let's go Dodgers from Tina Gina. But thanks again, guys, for rocking with us. You guys brought it like you do every single show. We'll be rocking with you all season long here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Join us after the final out and come bring your hot takes because you guys, what I do is I take all your takes and I put it on the podcast, the Dodgers Dugout Podcast. You can find it wherever you get your podcast. It's spelled like my name, D-O-U-G, the Dodgers Dugout Podcast. So listen for your takes on there. And then also you can watch it on YouTube after. But you guys always coming through with the hot Dodger takes, the best Dodger takes. And thank you for that, guys. But thanks for rocking with us, guys. Dodgers get the sweep, beat the Nats 3-0 today. Kershaw was great. McKinstry was great. Dodgers got it done. Big week ahead. Rockies and then the Padres. The series we've been waiting for all off season. Maybe I'll get a bigger shirt. This is extra medium. But thanks again for rocking with us, guys, here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Let's see if we got a couple last-second takes y'all throw in here. Padres are the Clippers from Demon Joe Kelly, sad face to Padres next week. Austin, go Dodgers. Austin should try out live show for during Dodgers games. Think about it, haha. Padres for a non-factor. We got Hay from Marina. Bye, Daddy from Angel. Hey, I'm not Daddy. That's Edwin Rios. That's Edwin Rios right there, okay? But thanks again, guys, for rocking with us. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. See you guys next time. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
What a catch by Mookie Betts. Another home run for Corey Seager. Another strikeout for Kershaw. A robbery of Tatis. Gone. What a snap.
This is what an ace looks like.
And tag out is Riley, a double play.